Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Force Strategy Gaming. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing just fine. It is Friday. I'm going camping this weekend. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm stoked. I love camping. Love it, love it, love it. What are we watching today, though? We're watching some StarCraft. Today's matchup is between CheckPrime and none other than Liquid HuK. Liquid HuK here in the 12 o'clock position as the blue Protoss, and CheckPrime here at about the 3 o'clock as the red Zerg player. So good luck, have fun, GG from HuK. Just a good luck from Prime, and let's look forward to this matchup. We can see right now, Overlord Scout of Prime will be checking HuK's base very soon. HuK starting off with one base play. There you have it. All right, so yes, camping this weekend. Can't wait. I have recorded all the necessary materials for this weekend. Diablo cast is up today. Zerg strategy video done. Commentary check right here. CheckPrime check. And that's weird. And hopefully I can get another video or two all set for the weekend itself. Sundays are off. Please don't expect content on Sundays. If you get content on Sundays, it is a surprise, and you should be ever grateful because it's not going to be the normal. Anything I ever do produce on Sundays is just random, sporadic, nothing that's ever going to be scheduled. Sundays, that's my breather, that's my day off. It's my day to stop commentary and just take it easy, hang out with the lady, hang out with my friends and my family and all of that wonderful stuff. CheckPrime starting out with one base play. Are we seeing the extractor? No, not yet. Might be going no extractor. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued as to what CheckPrime is deciding to do. We can see right now HuK. Pretty standard stuff. We do have the wall off coming. There is the one assimilator. We'll be dropping the pylon right here on the corner. This is fantastic for later on, warping in units for being aggressive. He obviously knows where CheckPrime is at the moment. Prime still with no extractor. So yes, we'll be holding off on that for quite some time. Obviously, we will be seeing that expansion sometime soon. No, nice blockage there by HuK. There you go. Keep dancing around, buddy. This is fantastic. CheckPrime has got to be infuriated right now. Is he sending down one or two more drones? No, okay, finally. There we go. So CheckPrime managing to maneuver his way around that and finally get her done. Now we do have the Cybernex-4 coming on in for HuK. Gateway is up. Not sure if we will be seeing a Zealot though, because he is scouting around with the probe, so he can hold off until he actually sees those Zerglings. Really no reason to rush it, but he is in fact finally coming out with the Zealot right now. And now keep in mind, here we are seeing a second assimilator, and he has just broke about 23 supplies, so that's somewhat early. Not crazy early, but it's somewhat early, I'd have to say. Zealot just about finished. Zerglings are on the way. How many Zerglings does he have? Looks like going with just the 2. A little bit less than we do normally see. Normally seeing about 4, sometimes even 6, but 2's a little bit on the light side. CheckPrime feeling comfortable with just this one Zergling poking up, seeing what he expects, and then trying to do a little bit of damage. Obviously, not much will be accomplished by that, just kind of being a nuisance. HuK, what is he going to be doing? I want to keep an eye on what his next building is. As we can see, the Warp Gate research coming on through. We do have that expansion just about finished right now for CheckPrime. Is finally sitting with that extractor, starting to gather that Vespene. Just dropping that metabolic boost right now at about 5 minutes game time. And where's the next step for HuK? Come on, HuK, I want to see. Look at that, one gate expand. So HuK deciding to go for the very quick expansion, a little bit riskier than you may normally see. Something that was very popular for quite some time, although I haven't, maybe it's been around, forgive me if you've seen games with this, but I myself have not casted many games recently where I've seen 3-gate expands, but that was very popular for quite some time. I just haven't seen it personally in a little while. I'm assuming it's still quite popular, that and Forge Fast expands. Although Forge Fast expands a little bit harder to pull off on this map. Obviously, the advantage here to going 1-gate expand is that you do have some early units to do a little bit of early aggression. Actually, we do see HuK trying to push out with a couple of these units, trying to engage those Zerglings, if for no other reason than to soften them up. Now, we do have CheckPrime sitting with a few Zerglings right now. In fact, 10 is what he has, and he can do a little bit of damage with that. Now, Metabolic Boost just about finished at this point forward. I do expect CheckPrime to just kind of, macro up, work on that drone count. He does have that evolution chamber coming out. Zerglings will be dancing around. Needs to be careful as he trying to lure that Stalker out. Ooh, pinned in the corner. Stalker getting a couple free shots, deciding to head back home to the safety of that Zealot and 3 Sentries. Back over here, level 1 ranged upgrade. So where's that Roach Warren? I am expecting that very soon. He's coming out with the layer, though, so could also be going straight for Hydras. But Roach Hydra, pretty standard stuff. Nothing too unordinary, nothing too unorthodox. We do have 5 gateways right now coming forward for HuK. I would expect a Robo sometime soon as well, allowing him to grab that Observer. And, of course, that eventual transition into Colossus. So we should be seeing that Robo sometime in the not-too-distant future here from HuK. Could very well be coming right now. Nope, no. So look at that trap there. Nice force field action there by HuK, trapping all those Zerglings. That is a lot of free kills. Let's take a look there at the unit loss tab. 12 units lost there for Prime, while totaling a total of 325 resources. Now, Prime coming out that Spine Crawler just in case he does see a counterattack. We can see, of course, again, the missile attacks coming out. There's that Roach Warren, and I'm going to expect the Hydra Den to come out as well once that layer finishes. Also, of course, the Roach Speed, likely to be something that he gets sometime soon as well. Corona boosting through some of these gateways. HuK will be pushing fairly strong sometime very, very soon. So here it comes right now. HuK getting ready to push out against CheckPrime. How will he be ready? We do have 6 Roaches coming out. Also, the Bro Research, the Roach Speed, couple Zerglings coming on out as well. This is going to be a very aggressive push here from HuK. Again, seeing the Chrono Boost there on those gateways implies that he is looking to do a lot of damage right now. We might be seeing a Warp-In sometime soon. They should be off cooldown. Yes, in fact, they are. So there's the Warp-In of some additional units. And here comes the push right now. So Sentry heavy. These force fields going to be an issue. Oh, the Roaches trapped on the wrong side of those force fields, allowing the sentries to walk right up into the main, and this is a problem right now. I'm a little bit concerned. So here we go, force fields on the ramp. I expect HuK right now to just sit with force fields on those ramp. Now the Roaches, what will they be doing? Counterattack may be necessary. HuK is not going to let CheckPrime get up this ramp, so any reinforcements from that direction are not going to help. The Zealots running rampant on the drone count. We do have a couple of Roaches in there, and the Queen trying to help with the damage. A couple of Roaches hatching through those eggs as well. Here comes a counterattack from CheckPrime because, again, Check is realizing that he is not going to be able to get up that ramp. That is a very frustrating situation. Very nice awareness there by HuK and positioning himself to be able to just walk right up into the main and keep his opponent, CheckPrime, force fielded out. So this is a problem. Both players are supply blocked. The Roach counterattack doing what it can. We do have some Stalkers coming on through, and that should be enough to actually handle those Roaches and some additional force field action. And, again, nice job here by HuK, keeping CheckPrime out of the base, and this layer looks like it will get dropped. The Roach is burrowing right now. They're not in any position right now to push out, and CheckPrime looks like he has probably lost this game. I really do not know what he could do to come back. Now, he is relying on this burrow here to help a bit, saving those drones there. There's no cloak detection for HuK. I don't know if he's got that Robo. Yes, he does. He's got the Robo coming. Production tab was up, but I just didn't look at it. Unburrow of the Roaches, dropping HuK's unit. So HuK did do quite a bit of damage, but was it enough? I'm going to say yes. Just kind of throwing that out there. CheckPrime right now, in terms of resources lost, 2,600 total as opposed to the 2,400 here for HuK. Observer will be coming out sometime very soon. HuK realizes that there are some burrowed Roaches right here, so probably just going to chill right on top of that. Really no reason to let them unburrow and run away. And that Observer will be chrono boosted out. So, you know, CheckPrime in a tough position, getting caught out of position there with those force fields. Very, very frustrating indeed. I would have to imagine he's not too thrilled about letting that happen. He did lose his spawning pool, lost an extractor here as well. So, yes, obviously a pretty rough situation right now for CheckPrime. But here comes some Roaches getting ready to push out and probably going to be unburrowing these at the same time, but I don't know if it will be before the Observer comes. Observer just about ready to pop. Roach is getting ready to engage, but there is the Observer, so burrowed Roach is no longer going to be that effective. Forced to unburrow and try to run away. Zealots and Stalkers trying to chase down those Roaches will actually let them flee for the time being. Back over here, lots of Roaches coming out for CheckPrime. Hasn't really tried to resaturate that main. Maybe he realizes at this point in the game he's just too far behind and he really needs to try to push out and do some damage. Burrowing some of these Roaches, we can see regenerating that health while they are underground there. HuK also will be coming out with some Immortals right now to directly counter this Roach-heavy army from CheckPrime. So CheckPrime does need to be careful. I do not think he's in a position to deal with this. He does not have quite enough to deal with all those Stalkers, plus those Immortals. We can see him retreating right now. He does have the Roach speed, I believe. Yes, he certainly does. He's got that Roach speed, so it's allowing him to escape the death rays of those Stalkers there. Are we going to be seeing Blink or anything? There's no Twilight Council right now. We'd have a couple more pylons coming out, so HuK not getting ready for any sort of transition. We do have a Hydra Den coming out for CheckPrime. Still not trying to resaturate that main. That is a little concerning for me. He really needs to try to get some more saturation on that main if he really hopes to stay in this game anymore beyond the next minute or two, because his economy will just be hurting way too bad. Let's take a look here at the income tab. HuK with that clear advantage, doing quite a bit of economic damage in that initial push, blocking, of course, CheckPrime out of his main base, as we saw. Now we have CheckPrime trying to move out for what looks to be a counterattack, if nothing else, kind of mobilizing, dancing around the map, and maybe just trying to get a little bit of map control. Overlord giving vision to the high ground, dropping down the pylon. Why not, right? Might as well take that free kill right there. HuK himself, again, still not looking to transition. He is just happy, quite content sitting on these two bases, and will just continue to push. Maybe he realizes that he is at a really strong advantage. There we go, CheckPrime just now droning up. I just saw about 9 drones in the queue. Couple popped down here. We'll be transferring some up there, so finally, but oh no, Roach Army out of position because here comes the push from HuK. HuK walking right up into the natural expansion, and CheckPrime's got nothing to deal with this. Now we will be seeing the Roach counterattack, but oh, this is a little bit scary right now. CheckPrime trying to run away with those drones. He does, of course, want to keep those alive, and HuK following those drones around. There we go, finally turning around. The Roach push coming inside of the natural expansion of HuK. HuK wants to warp in some sentries, starting to try to keep those Roaches out of the base, although they do have the burrow. Stalkers heading back home, just a few of the units here for HuK. The expansion has been dropped. Roaches doing what they can, trying to deal with some of these force fields. Workers engaging, dropping down that Immortal very quickly, though. Nice target fire there by CheckPrime. Here come the Stalkers, bringing it up the rear, and this is a little bit of a problem. I don't know if CheckPrime can deal with this heavy amount of Stalkers. We have a few more Stalkers being warped up on the high ground, a couple Hydras coming out, but Zealots running rampant inside the main base, plus those sentries. HuK seems to be in the better position right now. Roaches doing what they can, but there are a lot of Stalkers here. Main base of CheckPrime not looking too good. The layer is gone. The Roach Warren just about to get taken out. And no, CheckPrime really can't do anything. He cannot even build another hatchery. Doesn't have the resources. Stalkers here of HuK. Some nice defense here by HuK with that, in conjunction with that counter, with that initial attack here into the main and natural. And CheckPrime really can't do anything and just calls the GG. We saw CheckPrime open up this game with Pool Hatchery into Extractor, while HuK decided to go 1 gate into Expand. Early on, CheckPrime took an unfortunate loss with his scouting/harassing Zerglings. We're going to see right now HuK getting a nice force field wall, killing off all of those Zerglings that were used primarily for light harass and scouting purposes for CheckPrime. HuK put himself in a great position early on in this game with some fancy force field action. We're going to see this force field wall completely blocking the main army of CheckPrime. This allowed HuK to walk right up into the main base, and then from this point forward, he just used sentries to force field CheckPrime out and keep him segregated at his natural expansion. This allowed HuK to do a lot of damage inside of the main. Realizing he couldn't help his main with the units at his natural, CheckPrime moved out for a counterattack with these Roaches, but unfortunately HuK was really on top of things, responded very properly by moving down with a couple of Stalkers and engaging with those Zealots and Probes. HuK then built up a second attack force and pushed out around 15 minutes game time, but unfortunately for CheckPrime, none of his units were here to defend. And that was primarily because all of his Roaches were across the map and actually swooping around from the other direction, going straight into HuK's expansion. So it became somewhat of a base trade at this point, but the one huge disadvantage for CheckPrime was these force fields. HuK was able to properly defend and stop those Roaches from doing too much damage, and this is basically what forced the GG. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this commentary. I will be away for the weekend, so I have recorded all the rest of the videos. Don't expect anything on Sunday. If you get something on Sunday ever, it's a surprise, as mentioned prior. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, keep watching and keep owning.